Hi guys, it's Weedit and I'm back ready to do a pour. I've been checking out the colors that I want, and I'm going to have to mix some, so I'll be using the Galleria Silver. Now it was a little too strong on its own color wise. I test my colors before I use them to try to see if I like how they play together, and I've got a video about that I'll try to remember to link to, and I just felt that it was just a little too strong. So I'm mixing some of the Artist's Loft, yes, metallic white with it, and let me mix that color. Okay, maybe a little more silver than that. I'm not sure I've got it mixed up well. Yeah, a little more silver. Oops, that's not silver. Okay. I might have to paint something in silver in this mixture afterwards. I don't think I'm going to use it all up. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Okay, so it's basically a white with a silver tint to it, making it a nice cool white. And of course that is too thick, so I'm going to add Floetrol to it. This is what I'm using. Shake that up. Okay. And you can mix this in a 5-to-1 ratio. So I'm going to put a fair bit, and I see a hair that I want to get out. There we go. And mixing that in. When you use Floetrol, mix it with your acrylic paint before you add anything else to it. That way, I'm going to call it Flood because I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name correctly. That's the brand that I'm using. That way the Flood has a chance to bind to the paint and doesn't have to fight to do so. Once the paint is dry, or the Floetrol is dry, the Flood, whatever, it's inert. So it's not going to affect the light fastness of your paint. It just makes it flow smoother. It affects the viscosity, and that's pretty thick. Making sure it is mixed up well. Recording. And yeah, okay. And that's kind of slow moving, but that's alright. I do want different viscosities. And you see I'm still working it. Alright. Let's move to the next color, and this is the main color that I'm using, and that is powder blue. I'm hoping for a really soft look. Okay. I'm going to use a little more blue than that. So I want something soft and kind of delicate to it. I'm going to put pouring medium in my blue and show you how much. Now I'm reusing my condiment cups. I wash them out because it seems silly to me to just throw them away after one use. So okay. And that's going to be too thick. So I will be adding, let's see, why don't I add some alcohol? Do I want to add alcohol? Yeah, I'll add alcohol. Let me get all my colors before I do this. Let me get all my colors mixed. The next thing is the Lumiere Pearlescent White. And this one's a bit of an awkward thing to do. Okay. Yeah. wipe it off and put it back in. There we go. I want a little more than that in there. Okay. Oop, oop. Running, running, running. There we go. Okay. So there I have, and that's fairly liquid, of course, on its own. And then finally I am going to use some of my liquid mirror. Actually, you know, I think I'm going to mix some of that silver for a little bit of contrast, just a little bit. And I apologize, I am shaking like a leaf for some reason. That is so beautiful. It's rather dear, so I only use a little bit of it. I am going to put some straight silver in, I think. This just doesn't look, I need more contrast. Difference in value is what I'm trying to say. And I'm just going to have to use a little bit of this silver. I liked the white and silver mixture. I think I'll use that as my base. But I think we need a little bit of this. And I will put, no, There we go. All right, maybe a little more. Let's see. That was a bit much. Wow. So here we are. Mixy, mixy, mix. Mix, 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 mix. There. Yeah. Okay. Ooh la la. All right. And let's see, for the liquid mirror, I'll put a little pouring medium in. And probably, that won't be the only thing I do to it, but I need to get it where it pours a little bit better. That's still, I may pour this over the top because it's, I probably will, in hopes that I can get it to do something nice to show a little bit more. It's just so pretty. Okay, let's see, is this going to be, yes, that is perfectly liquid as it is. I think this needs a little more Floetrol because it's pretty thick. That's better. Make sure it's mixed in well. Okay, so now for the fun stuff. I'm going to put alcohol in a couple of them. I'll put just a tad touch of alcohol. Maybe not that much. I don't want it too liquid. Okay, now that's better. Maybe. I've got to dump a little bit more of the alcohol out. Okay. So I've got just a little bit of liquid mirror. In my iridescent white, I will put some silicone oil. And I got this off of Amazon. It literally just says silicone oil. So you can use the kind of spray that you can get at Walmart. That works just as well. Okay, now I've got some silicone in there. I want a little bit more. Okay, and I'm going to just sort of stir it gently, not get too excited with it. Okay, and I think I will add some oil to the blue. So I dip my stir stick into the oil and then just drop it in the color. And let's do a little more. Now I'm going to actually stir that up pretty well. If you stir it up pretty well, you tend to get smaller cells. Okay, I'm going to do a little more. And if you barely stir it like I did earlier, then you tend to get bigger cells. Now I like lacing. I don't like just a whole lot of cells. I like to see movement with the paint as well. Okay, for this one, which I don't remember exactly what I did here. For this one, I'm going to put a little alcohol. Oh, I'm putting a lot of alcohol in this one. Mix that up. Okay. And I'm trying to debate if I'm going to use this color. This is the... No, I don't think I am. Now that I went to the trouble of mixing that white and gray, I just don't think that I'm going to use it. Because I've got the silver, the blue, the pearl white, and the liquid mirror. I think that's pretty good. I'm going to put some silicone in this silver too. Okay. And probably going to stir that up a little bit. Might put a little more silicone in there. Okay. There we go. Stirred that up pretty well. Alright. I really hope I'm getting the look I want from this. Okay, so into another cup, I'm going to pour the blue first, some of the blue, and some of the pearlescent white. And I'm pouring from a height, so it'll drop down in. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of this liquid pearl in at this point, not all of it. And some more blue. Some more liquid pearl. Pearlescent, I'm sorry. Pearlescent white. A bit more of that silver. A bit more blue. Okay. And I will top it off. No, I'm going to dump that liquid pearl in. Now the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to paint some of this blue onto the canvas, because I think that the paint will move better if I do that, and then I won't have to try and tilt it, this kind of thing. I won't worry about it quite so much. I say that I always end up playing with them. even when I paint them like this. But also, if it doesn't quite reach the edge, then I do have paint on it. So I'm trying to put some paint on it. You don't want it so busy. There. Alright. Let me wipe my hand. Well, I don't know why I'm wiping my hands off. Alright. So I'm going to pour, I think, in a circle. So it's not really going to be my pearl, excuse me, liquid mirror. I'm just going to drizzle that in, trying to keep it sort of central so maybe it won't all go running off. And here we go. I told you I had to play. I think this is going to do exactly what I was hoping. Give me, oh dang, that's beautiful. That is so pretty. Let me get these cups out of the way so I can pull this over a little bit. Oh, oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous. And there's a glare. Let's see if I can get this where you guys can. There's a glare on it. It is so reflective. Okay, let's. Now I'm working with white, so I want to be careful. And I'm getting some lacing from doing this. But the main thing is this is just a beautiful blend of the silver and the white and the blue and the liquid pearl. Oh gosh, I hope this dries as pretty as it is right now. And the camera's really not picking it up, but it is so reflective and so beautiful. It has a lot of depth to it. It's like you're looking down through layers, and we'll just see how this dries. I will be back. Okay, I'm back. This is what the pour looks like dry, and I'm hoping that it will focus so you can see and I can get the glare off. There's, I'm not sure if it's showing up, there's cells in it in different places all over, and it does have nice movement, but looking at it, I like the idea. I'm not thrilled with this. I'm going to gesso over it and reuse it. I like that blue very much, and I like the white, and what I don't like is that there's not enough contrast in this. Now, it's certainly sparkly and pretty, but it doesn't have enough contrast to be that interesting. It's really cool, and it's very subtle. I don't know if it'll pick it up. Right in here, it's got some really neat things going on. I don't know if I can turn that so that you can see it. And it's got wisps everywhere, and then cells sporadically in different places right in here. But again, there's just not enough contrast, not enough value differences in the colors. I needed, well, I won't go into what I need, I'll just show you, but I am going to gesso over this one and keep the color scheme but add something that is darker to it to give it a little bit more interest. This turned out just to be a little too samey. So thank you for, and you can see how reflective it is. when I don't tilt it and it's reflecting that light that's directly overhead. But thank you for being here with me. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I will be back. I'm going to redo this pour in just a few minutes, so we'll see how that turns out. Bye.